Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the show. Today, we're going to talk about Ethereum quite a bit, extensively, what we can expect for 2025, and in general, other altcoins as well, and BTC. We'll talk about it. Hey, nice to see you. See you here, my brother. Please do smash the like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't already, guys. My name is Sham. This is your X5. The truth is always out there. So let's get on with the show. Let's talk about what we think the market's doing right now. So currently, the market is at $3.41 trillion. To be honest, even if you see some red, don't panic too much. It's absolutely fine. All right, we're just closing the week. It's positive, nothing to worry about. BTC is looking at 98,300. Again, I'm not too concerned because overall everything is holding. That's the key here. When you look at the other altcoins, you notice that they're not pumping, but they're not bleeding either, and they're holding very strong, which is good for us. Of course, BTC moving is not a good thing. We want to see it move sideways. Now, that's the only thing I can say, basically. So other than that, look, everything else looks good. To be honest, of course, meme coins are pumping, and also some other coins are pumping. BTC dominance is currently hovering around the 55 to 57, depending on where you look. So if you go to coin market cap, it's at 55, I believe. And if you look at trading view, it's at 57. So depending on where you look, but that's what I see. Other than that, everything else looks positive. As I mentioned about the stocks and everything as well, tomorrow we're going to find out when the markets open how the stocks are doing. That's going to be key as well. So we want to look at those things. There are a few coins that have come back to a buy zone. Sologenic, for example, has come back to a buy zone. AIXBT has literally hit my target, auto bought. So I'm really happy with that. There are going to be a few other coins I will mention in the future where I am going to buy as well. But of course, I'm going to buy the green. I'm going to buy the red, and I'm going to carry on. So now let's go into today's content, right? Ethereum, guys, to be honest, right? So those of you know that all of 2024, Ethereum has been pretty much the most disappointing project out there, right? When it comes to all of this, right? And of course, we have to talk about why it's been disappointing, because just by saying, oh, it's disappointing me, oh, it's a disaster, right? We have to look at certain perspectives. So of course, those of you who bought Ethereum around the late 2020, after the bear market bottom, on the reversal, on the way back, $800, $900, for you, of course, you guys have seen a 3 to 4x, right? So many people have seen a 4x, which is great. But we haven't gone back to the previous all-time high. And that's a bit of a problem. Now, we haven't gone there because of many reasons. And some of the biggest macro factors, even though we know some of the institutions are bullish on Ethereum, the entire spotlight was on BTC, and that's what made things move forward. Kings make Mariska said, "Hi, greetings from Poland. Nice to meet you from Poland." We'll go into the questions later. Let's continue with the content, right? So we are going to answer questions in a bit. So just be patient. I'll get to you guys. So BTC has been kind of the reason why other altcoins didn't really perform, right? And I'm talking about the legacy coins, most of the legacy coins, they didn't perform. Also in 2023, right? Later on, we had Sui and Aptos and all the others, Arbitrum and whatnot, so many other layer twos and other blockchains come out as well, competitors, right? And they all kind of started to change the narrative. Neil Anderson says, hello. We are going to talk, guys. So carry on with your comments. I'll get to all of you guys in a bit. So if you think that I'm ignoring you, I'm not. If you think I'm yapping away, maybe you want to leave. So let's continue with what we're talking about. So with, as I said, BTC has taken like the spotlight. And then, of course, the new blockchains, the competitors that got into the market, they also took away a lot of the spotlight. Now, all of this takes it away from Ethereum, right? So we see a big problem with Ethereum because of that. It just hasn't had the momentum because the money that would have traditionally come to Ethereum has flowed out to other blockchains, right? Which is been the biggest problem. Now, of course, when we start looking at other metrics, right, and we say, okay, look, BTC pretty much, the spotlight when it went to Aptos and all the others, right? BTC was still pumping. So why not Ethereum, right? Maybe if you watched yesterday's live stream, you would understand what I meant. I said, look, there's two categories we have right now in crypto. There's Bitcoin, which is literally has no competition. on its own, absolutely on its own, has zero competition, Bitcoin, and then there's altcoin. And unfortunately, Ethereum is part of that altcoin, right? And changing it from the proof of work to proof of stake didn't help, right? It doesn't matter even if they're burning, it doesn't matter if they're promoting they're going to be deflationary. None of those things matter. It just didn't help, right? And then because of all the drama that was going on with Ethereum there, especially with the fees and all sorts, so many other blockchains started to shine. Cheaper fees, Solana and XYZ, right? Cheaper fees, much more easier to use. Exactly the same thing, almost exactly the same thing, especially the layer two. Because layer two on Ethereum, they were taking market share as well. You see what I mean? So, for example, Arbitrum is a layer two, was taking market share, right? Optimism, layer two, taking market share. So, we had those kind of situations as well, right? And there's plenty more out there as well, 0x and layer zero and all sorts of others. These are all of these are layer twos basically competing to take market share. So none of this has been helping Ethereum, right? And of course, if you look at Ethereum to BTC, the Ethereum BTC chart, it's bad. It's very bad. Good in a sense, bad in another sense. So for example, those people who have been in BTC and traditionally will flip their BTC into Ethereum, well, they're getting the biggest discount to buy Ethereum, right? Because you're getting a far lot more Ethereum now than you would have before, which is a great thing, right? So that's a plus. We can't complain about that. But on the upside, the other thing we need to look at is traditionally, Ethereum's always been a lagging crypto, which means, yes, it kind of performs similar to BTC, right? It kind of moves with the market, at a very slow pace. But then what happens is when BTC becomes stagnant, Ethereum decides to make a move, right? And when that move happens, usually we get to see a new all-time high. Now, those of you who have watched me for the last 4 years and every other live stream that we've done, and whenever we talked about Ethereum, you know that I've said that Ethereum, I'm expecting a $12,000 to $13,000 Ethereum. There are other people out there, other analysts out there, other crypto TA guys out there who are also now currently throwing those numbers. So recently, other people are also throwing those numbers because that's what the math says that we should get to. However, and that's based on the Fibonacci maths, by the way, guys, just in case you didn't know. So, however, when we start looking at the market at it as it is right now, then we have to kind of reevaluate all of this and say, look, yes, the highest number we could want, and I've been banging on about a $12,000-$13,000 Ethereum from based on the Fibonacci way back from 2020, 2021, those of you who know. So just because of where we are right now, how far we've gone and the kind of movement we've seen in it, I think, like, I've mentioned this on a recent video as well. I said, look, 7-8K possible, right? I think that's what we need to target. We shouldn't really go over optimistic on that. And because it normally performs around January, February, March, kind of the end of the bull market, well, that would be a signal to tell us that, guys, bull market is about to be over. And also, it might not do it. So we can't really be over optimistic. We have to trade with a stop loss or buy with the stop loss, or even if we're holding right now, have a stop loss right below it to protect us. Why? Because, guys, what you have to understand, there are hundreds and hundreds of other protocols and blockchains out there right now who didn't only compete. Obviously, they competed in 2023, they competed in 2022, but they've actually taken over, right? So they've taken over at least some percentage of the developers and whatnot. And if the developers are making money on another blockchain, right, ease of use, why not? You see what I mean? So because of that, we have to be a little bit cautious. We can't really be as optimistic as we used to be. Again, many people here probably are not, haven't been in the market that long, right? I'm talking from like when I was in 2015, there was only a couple of hundred blockchains or cryptocurrencies, right? Best way to say it, cryptocurrencies. By the end of 2017, we had like 3,500. And then by the end of 2020, we had almost close to like 10, 15,000 coins. We've got to the stage now, we've got millions and millions of coins. We've got to the stage now where every day, people are printing on one blockchain about 60,000 meme coins, right? And then if you combine all of them, close to, I would say, at least 500,000, if not even more, being printed every single day. So when you look at that, you can see where the money's flowing, So we have to be a little bit more cautious. But I do think we do have a good opportunity, even if we don't go to the top target, the 1618 of the Fibonacci, which is the 12 to $13,000 level. There's a possible chance we might actually go and test the $7,000-8,000, provided we don't get a black swan event, provided we have good momentum, provided that the way we're looking at the market right now, it does push up, right? Because so far all the indicators that we've had are telling us that, look guys, we should be positive until at least end of February, if not even March. So when we're looking at these longer time things, looks good. Of course, one of the things you have to understand, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. And most importantly, I don't have a freaking crystal ball. So if I don't have a crystal ball, anything I'm saying here is just based on what I see on the charts, and I'm kind of doing a probability, nothing more. If it is, if it is going to go to 7,000, 8,000, great. If it goes to 12,000, even greater. But that's just based on the maths that we've done, and we're doing the probability maths, nothing more. As we are currently where we are in the market, the fact is it's at $3,600. That's where the fact is. And from here, if we double 7K, yeah, that's just to double this number. That's all it is. So that's what I'm looking at, and I hope people kind of understand this. So I'm going to read some of the chats now, because I know there's a whole bunch of trolls here, which is a sad reality, but it happens. But I've learned to be a little bit more positive and not be bothered too much about the trolls, because what the trolls don't realize is they come on to these kind of live streams and they kick off the chats and they say all sorts of nonsense. But actually they're kind of kicking off the algorithm as well. So carry on, guys, carry on. So I'll be polite, even with Neil Anderson, who first says hello and then says yapping. Yeah, no problem. I'll be polite with you as well. So hello back to you. Adrian Alliance says hey back to you. I think he's saying hey to himself 3 times. Lucian 530 says F to 1700. I would love F at 1700 because I would love to buy F at 1700. Vincent says hello back to you. Icecold says skibidi, whatever that is, I have no idea. Emore says Stargate Finance STG token at fantastic buy price. I don't know. I don't follow most of the altcoins or the meme coins or the crap coins out there. I'm more of a legacy coin holder. So here you'll find me talk about Bitcoin, talk about Ethereum, talk about BNB, for example, Avalanche. I will talk about the big coins, the one with billions and billions of dollars invested in them. Stargate Finance is quite good, actually, to be honest. I have looked at it. It is quite good. Whether it's in the ballpark of a right time to buy or not, I wouldn't recommend anyone to buy anything right now without a stop loss. So because I've mentioned this on all my live streams that I've done recently. I said, guys, look, we're at the beginning of the end of the bull market. That means the bull market is going to end any day now. Could be in a month, could be 6 months, but it's going to end, right? So unless you have complete risk management, you shouldn't just be buying anything right now. You know what I mean? If you do, which is fine, you can buy, it's not a problem, but just make sure to protect yourself, especially protect your funds, and be prepared to lose some of it. So do some risk management, 5%, 10%, whatever, have a stop loss, so that just in case the market does a pullback, you can exit. And also when I say you can, remember this as well, you'd probably be able to exit 60-70% of all of your crypto. Even if you put everything on sale, everything on a stop loss, expect 20 to 30% of orders not to be filled. That's a reality. So be prepared. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm saying as well. I'm Cold says MAGA is pumping right now. MAGA was pumping last few days. MAGA did, I think, about 3 or 4,000% yesterday. And it's pumping. Yeah, of course it's pumping. It's just another narrative. It's another meme coin. Pontas, nice to see you. I lost 500 on ETH. Sad. How did you lose 500 on ETH? What did you do with it? What did you do with it? How could you lose 500 on ETH? ETH is looking good. Anyway, guys, if you're here on the chats, you're welcome. Everyone's welcome on the chats. If you're new to the channel, do consider hitting the like button, smash the like button, and do consider subscribing. But what I would really respectfully ask all of you guys, especially on the chats, those of you who are new, guys, be respectful, stick to the topic. Okay, we're here, we're doing a live stream, and I think if people do the live replay, they might probably be able to read your chats, whatever you say. And if you're going to act like an idiot, they're going to look at your chats and they're going to think you're an idiot. So let's not do that. You know what I mean? So, Pontas, how did you lose your 500 on Earth, bro? That's what I'm concerned about. I want to figure that out. But yeah, I'm not here forever today. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. If you guys don't have any questions, I'm not going to be here forever. I've had a freaking long day. So Pontus says, I gambled it and did high leverage, but the price reversed down. So with Ethereum, what you got to understand, volatility is quite high. BTC volatility is, so for example, if you do a BTC 10%, that isn't that much, right? And also if you'd like 10x leverage, for example, isn't that much. But on Ethereum, don't go over 2-3x maximum. Of course, this is not financial advice. You do your risk management. But if you are going to do a high leverage, the highest on Ethereum, no more than 2 or 3%, because the percentage, it bleeds out quite a bit. And what you notice is also your liquidation price is a lot lower, a lot higher. So that means it's too close. The delta is too close. So hence why you need to keep it between 2 and 3% maximum. BTC, you can go up to 5-6%, 10%, which is not a problem. But again, depends on how much you're trading with. You know what I mean? Depends how much you're trading with. If you're not familiar with trading, I always suggest to everyone, guys, go and get some training, go and use some free demo accounts or whatever. Trade anything, doesn't matter. Go and observe. Just look at TradingView. Download the free TradingView app or whatever on your browser and go and train yourself, right? Train yourself to observe and understand the patterns. So that's one way of training yourself. Use some indicators, whatever you feel comfortable. Use some of those. Train yourself. I'm not going to promote to you and say, oh, go to a crypto school and this and that, because I do that as well. But I'm not going to do any of those. I'm not promoting none of that business to you. Here, I'm not plugging anything to you. I'm telling you, go and use the free softwares and go and observe the charts, see what it does on a particular time frame that you want to trade. It's very simple. It doesn't cost you anything. Sit on a chart. If you're doing 1 hour trades or whatever, go and look at the hourly chart, observe it, and see what it does and plan ahead. So you're kind of back testing it. Do you know what I mean? So on a live chart, do that. And then, for example, if you do want to start trading, then I would recommend use a demo account and do some trading there. It doesn't matter what you're trading, Forex or whatever. It's the same, patterns are the same. So go and trade some of that on a demo account. So again, you're not burning your funds. And when you feel confident enough, then after you've tested yourself in the leverage trading or whatever markets you want to trade, then you come back and trade the real thing. So if you're not familiar, I wouldn't recommend you trade anything, especially if you're losing money, then you're doing something wrong. You don't want to be there. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing a revert trade. You mean revenge trade? Don't do revenge trade. They're the ones that burn you. I've been burnt on revenge trades a lot of the times. Don't do revenge trades. Don't do it. You need practice, man. A lot of people jump in thinking, yeah, this is what it is. And of course, many of you guys probably watch other channels and see how there are some channels out there who have YouTube channels. Guys, there's a purpose behind those YouTube channels. There is one particular one, I'm not going to mention who, he shows trading on his thing, but what people don't realize, he's actually sharing a particular account and he's the owner of that account, that company, and he shares his charts and he shows people how he's doing things. But that could easily be a dummy account. You know what I mean? Why would someone go on a YouTube, he doesn't show his face, but he's on the YouTube, does a 2-3 hour stream and shows people how he's trading $1 million, $2 million. And then here's the hilarious part, most often than not, he's losing money. And I'm thinking, you got a lot of money to burn. You can only do that and come back non-stop, shamelessly come back non-stop if that's a demo account, right? And the company you're promoting, I can see what's going on. So you're promoting that company and there's no referral link. So that means it's your company. You're promoting people to go there and pay you. right? While you take the real money and do the real stuff, but you're promoting fake stuff to people, and that's wrong. Don't do that. So that's why I say to people, don't follow what other people do. My success isn't going to be your success. My strategies are not going to be your strategies, right? Have your own strategy, but go and practice first. Because if you don't practice, you're not the boss. You know what I mean? You got to practice. Practice makes you perfect. You can do that for free. Okay, yeah, if you're still here, bro, let me know if you got any questions or anything. As I said, I'm not here for too long. I think we had a flood of trolls and then they left, so that's good. At least they're gone now. So, any other questions, guys? Let me know. If not, just quick and short. You know what I mean? Yes, market looks very healthy. To be honest, market looks very healthy. We've got until Tuesday to, well, Wednesday actually, more like Wednesday. Yeah, yeah, bro. You know what? I've been kind of down, right? I've been kind of down. But honestly, even then, like I'm kind of working hard as well because this is probably the busiest I can be this year. Do you know what I mean? So I'm doing my stuff anyway. But I've been kind of down. You probably heard it in my voice. It's not the same. So when I go home, I usually have a bit of nightness and go to sleep. That helps me. Um, but other than that, honestly, like today, I said to you guys, I said earlier on as well. I said, guys, look, I'll come and I'll talk to you guys because most of the things that we're going to talk about on the chart, we've already said it. You know my style, KR. I already say what I need to say. So when I'm talking about crypto, I've probably already dropped whatever I needed to. So there's really nothing much to tell you guys. Ethereum, yes, if we are looking at Ethereum, we so I wanted to kind of clarify certain things. Like, guys, yes, 2025 is good. We're still in the bull market. It's not like we're not in the bull market, but some of the expectations that we've had before, we might not have those expectations solely because of what's happening in the market right now, right? And a lot of the interest has moved over to other blockchains, right? So when that happens, it could just hover around where it is. It might not do anything else. Do you know what I mean? So a few days ago when I did a live stream, I did mention, I said it might be a point where I might drop ETH and move to somewhere else. You know what I mean? And there's no harm in Sui doing a similar kind of an Ethereum move and going to $1,200, $1,300. You see what I mean? So it's always worth holding some of that. So that's how it is. That's how I'm looking at it anyway. Like earlier on today or yesterday, when you mentioned that blockchain, the other blockchain, that new blockchain that's coming on the 8th of January, I'm really curious. I want to know because I want to know the tokenomics. So please do share that with me on Discord. Keep a tab on them. Let me know what's going on. Um, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by if there was anywhere you could move F to? What do you mean by that? You mean if the funds I'm holding on F, if I dumped F, where would I go to? Is that what you're saying? I think there's a lag because between what I'm saying and what you're typing, I think there's a lag. Oh yes, okay, different project. Okay, so let me put it this way, right? Right now, I wouldn't change my position. No, I wouldn't change my position because I already have Solana. So my portfolio right now is pretty balanced. All right. So I have some altcoins, I have Solana, I have Sui, I've got Say, I've got Aptos, I've got Arbitrum, you name it, I've got all of them, right? But I have like a percentage in all of them. So even my entire 100% of my portfolio is fairly balanced for this season. So this season, I'm not too concerned, right, about changing a blockchain because we've bought it cheap. It's all pumping. We're in profit. No reason for me to cash out and move into something else, even if it doesn't perform. So I'm still going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm still going to expect a $7,000-8,000 Ethereum. I'm going to let it carry on until then, right? However, if the market goes south, then what I'm going to do is basically I want the stop losses to activate, obviously, cash out. But then what I'm going to do next season, I might not pick up Ethereum. So next season, I might choose an entire different blockchain or go heavier on another one. You see what I mean? So I might reduce my position in Ethereum next season. Because remember, this season, whenever we end, I'm going back into USD peg coins, right? I'm going to go back into USD peg coin. That means I'm going to be totally on cash. So when I'm going back in, that's when I have to make a decision. Do I put 10%, 20%? Because normally, right now, I'm like 25% always Ethereum, 25% Ethereum. Do you know what I mean? So I might reduce that down to 10% Ethereum. That's the only strategy. So, it's not like it's not going to come or anything like this, but I think it's stabilizing a little bit more. Other projects might see a chance and we might have a better return in something else. So like Sui, for example, we might actually get a better return in that. If we don't get one this season, we might get a bit better return next season. Aptos, for example, if we don't get a good return now, we might get a good return next season. So again, because of where we entered and the positions we're in, it's not wise to leave one and move to another. That's what I'm going to say. Yes, USDC, USDT, FDUSD, GUSD. There's so many USD. Pick one. That doesn't matter. Normally, for example, GUSD. If I'm in Germany, I would use GUSD because that's their stable coin. If I'm in Coinbase, then I would use USDC. If I'm in Kraken, probably USDC as well. So it depends on what exchange you're on. Of course, now we have the ROUSD. Might even choose ROUSD. Anything on the decentralized platforms, I might jump into USDT because that's where the decentralized ones are. So that's what we're going to do, basically. But as I said, there's no point us looking at a different alternative coin right now. All right. Lucian says, buy MAGA. Buy MAGA. No problem, Lucian. When we get off, we're all going to buy MAGA. We're going to pump it for you so you can dump it on us. How about that? Oh, man. Listen, meme coins, while we're on the subject of meme coins, let me explain something. Lucian, I hope you are here, not just trying to promote MAGA or whatever. I hope you understand this. And I'm saying it for your safety, depending, I don't even know who you are, but I'll just say it for your own safety. When you're trading meme coins, remember one thing, the narrative doesn't last that long. They're not there forever, right? So if you are in it and you're making 1 or 2, 3x, take the profit, take your initial out and get the hell out. It's not worth it. These are not coins you hold because there's going to be another 100 MAGA coming out, right, very soon. If it pops, believe me, there will be baby MAGA, this MAGA, that MAGA, so many of them. I might even be the creator of the MAGA that you're holding right now. So when you're trying to promote MAGA to me, you never know. I could be the guy who created that. So be careful. All I'm saying is, look, it could be anybody, doesn't matter. When you've made money, take your initial out so you won't cry about it and take some profit out and then watch what it does. All right? No point going, buy MAGA, do this MAGA. No point, bro. So that's what I'm saying. So be careful. That's the most important thing. Lucian says, my best prediction will be 8K for Earth. I'm hoping 8K. In fact, in 2021 and 2021, I think, I have a live stream video where I did a projection, right? I said, look, this is what we could expect. And on that, the forecast that I had, it gave me a $7,000, $8,000 Ethereum. And it actually also gave me a $12,000 to $13,000 Ethereum. And in the future, it said, look, if we carry on in this trajectory, we can even get a $28,000 Ethereum. However, at that time, we didn't have a million other coins. So that changed the narrative. So when we look at that and we say, look, we have another million extra coins now, we have thousands of more blockchains now, we have to readjust our evaluation because we can't stick to the old numbers, right? And then we have to look at things that way. So I know some people are calling for a $200,000 BTC. I haven't. Those of you who watch my video know this. I've stuck on 133 to 137. I haven't moved forward from there. Ethereum, For me right now, I'm still maximum I'm gonna look at is about 13,000. I cannot go above that because the maths just doesn't work. We can't apply that based on what's going on when you look at the macro situation, you know. And as I said, one of the biggest interests right now is memes. Still, memes are still number one. So many people are talking about meme coins are going to go and they're going to get destroyed and whatnot. Probably, as I said, they don't last that long. So if you're in it for a day or two, that's it, gone, right? But meme coins, you just make quick money and you move away. That's the most important thing with meme coins. They're not for hold. Of course, the legacy ones are for hold. And a lot of these meme coins, when people are buying, selling, dumping, pumping, rugging, doing whatever, well, of course, they're going back into Solana, you know, and some of the wise boys out there who know what Solana is going to do are going to hold on to the Solana. So that pumps Solana a little bit. If not, they might even convert it into another crypto and follow through with that. So make more money that way, you know. So that's that. That's how I see this end of the day. So, yeah. Let's see. We got a new week opening. So far, everything is looking good. Honestly, I'm not seeing anything bad in the charts, even though, as I said, they look a little bit red. But that's an opportunity, guys. That's an opportunity because everything else looks positive. That's the most important thing. When you start looking at it and seeing things in a positive way, they look positive to me, you know. So we're gonna find out in a couple of days. By Wednesday, we're gonna find out what's gonna happen. But all we need is the altcoins just to lead. Saturday we did well. So Saturday we did well. Friday we did well as well with the altcoins. That was good. We want to see similar kind of move this week, new week coming. We want to see similar kind of move and then move forward from there. So other than that, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up because someone said to me that's a wrap. So this is a wrap. I'm gonna wrap it up and we will catch up again probably tomorrow. Also, most of my regular viewers, just to kind of let you guys know, if you have watched it to now, um, next week there's going to be a few days I'm not going to do a live stream, so don't panic, right? I'm going to be quite busy and I'm going to be away actually. So there's going to be a few days during the weekend I'm not going to do any live stream, but I'll give you another update during that time. Before I leave, I'll give you guys another update as well, so you know. So I am quite busy and I will be going away for the weekend, so just to let you guys know. But other than that, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for coming to the show. Those of you, good and bad, all the comments that you've given, I hope thank you very much, right? And I hope you guys find some value, regardless what it is. We do community engagement. So today, I'm last few days I've been kind of keeping it short, but sometimes we can go on for hours when I have the energy. But today I don't have the energy. So yeah, let's catch up on another one. So as Desi said, he's not here right now. He said, say that's a wrap, boys, and that's a wrap. So we're gonna catch up on another one. Adios, my amigos.